talk about what happened with the purse bid with Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. Now, in case you guys don't know, in case you want me to brief you on what's going on, many people knew that basically a deal couldn't be worked out to where basically Keyshawn was going to receive a guaranteed $3 million out of what Top Rank was going to bid or put up. They were going to put up 12. So basically that was the first offer that they threw out there. Was, okay, we'll do 12, 9 go to Devin, 3 go to Keyshawn. Now let me tell you where Keyshawn screwed up at and where he outsmarted himself and where we still have to wait till Saturday on whether Keyshawn is going to accept the offer, because Keyshawn got to be really embarrassed right now. I don't know if he thought Turkey was going to, fall out the sky and say, okay, 14 million and all that kind of stuff. But basically what happened was they went to a purse bid, and Top Rank won the purse bid over Teofimo Lopez, who basically bid $2.5 million, which he probably was trolling. He probably was trolling as usual. No other promotional companies were going to bid on it because most of them are with the zone. Everything had been worked out behind the scenes, the pay-per-views, all that kind of stuff. So Keyshawn stood to make, like I said, anywhere from $3.5 to possibly $4 million when it was all said and done. So instead, he's going to make less. He's going to only make about $2 million, maybe when it's all said and done, two and some change. Because now Top Rank don't have to put up 12 million. So basically, they bid on it and they threw an offer of 8.6, which is less than the 12 they were originally offering. So basically, Keyshawn's greed backfired on him. Thinking he was worth more than what he really was backfired tremendous on him. So now he has to take a fight. Now he has 48 hours to decide whether he's going to take this fight. Now, if the fight doesn't happen, then in all likelihood, Devin Haney can move on. Devin Haney could fight a two-fight, or he could fight the next in line. Now, this fight is scheduled to take place, if everything goes according to plan, October the 3rd, and the location is supposed to be Atlanta, the State Farm Arena. So AT, if Keyshawn accepts the deal, it was, and Keyshawn ain't gonna say, well, I was just bullshit, Top Rank. I'll take that $3 million. I'll take that $3 million. And I know Keyshawn is somewhere he feel embarrassed. But then it's still gonna be some steps to this. It's still gotta be some things that gotta get sorted out. What's to say that Keyshawn doesn't make weight? What's to say that Keyshawn comes in at 154 or something, or he doesn't make weight? They need to put in the contract that Keyshawn gotta make weight. I would make Keyshawn, I would make Keyshawn give me a $1 million security deposit. Basically, if he doesn't make weight and and Devin decides not to go through with the fight, if he doesn't make weight, Devin get to keep that $1 million as a penalty. Got to put it in equity or whatever the case may be. I would seriously consider applying that. So therefore Keyshawn can't intentionally not make weight like he did with De Los Santos, because he didn't want to fight De Los Santos. And that's all it came down to. He was worried about De Los Santos landing something meaningful, putting his lights out. Yeah, he did get stopped by El Rayo, but you know that's boxing. You know, whoever would have thought that Vernon Forrest would lose to Ricardo Mayorga, not once but twice. Even though I thought Vernon Forrest won the second fight, but you know they still gave it to Ricardo Mayorga. But Keyshawn looking really, when I say Keyshawn looking really bad right now, I'm telling you, he's somewhere punching the wall like Cuba Gooding Jr. He should be punching the wall like Cuba Gooding Jr. because that was the most epic fuck up that someone could ever commit on themselves. You had 3 million guaranteed, plus a percentage of the pay-per-view, probably a percentage of the gate. And you tried to like the thing is Keyshawn was too busy worried about what Devin was getting. Now Devin is gonna get 6 plus DAZN is going to pay the difference because Devin signed a deal with DAZN, so Devin is guaranteed a certain amount no matter what. So if Devin is guaranteed 10 million per fight or whatever, Devin gonna make 9 or 10 million regardless, because he guaranteed a certain amount of money per fight. I just cannot get over how like that just. I'm serious, Keyshawn just wasn't smart. Like, dude, you went back, man. You drove backwards down a one-way street. The 3 million was waiting on you. That's a very generous, like for real. That's a very generous offer. That was some good money that Top Rank was gonna give you. I guarantee you, in your 15 fights, you probably, like I said, ain't even made 3 million combined. But I'm gonna see Keyshawn probably. I'll probably see him tomorrow. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm like for real. He can't, like, why would he loke up on me? I'm just doing my job. Now I ain't gonna be disrespectful unless he be disrespectful towards me. But I am gonna ask him. If I see him, I'm gonna ask him some questions. So he has 48 hours to take the deal. Everything was worked out in advance. DAZN, Top Rank, everything was worked out in advance, pay-per-view, etc. And boy, like I say, boy, did Keyshawn screw up. Who in the hell was he listening to? Let this be a prime example to y'all. Once again, Keyshawn don't have what you call a boxing equity. He doesn't have, like, for real. I'm just keeping it 100. Had really one fight that you headlined, and basically it didn't even do that well. Devin Haney is a proven ticket seller. I'm telling you right now, October 3rd, I'm telling y'all, Atlanta gonna be rocking. In all likelihood, your boy gonna be there too. So, you know, I'm finna get online and look at these tickets and all that good stuff. Your boy probably gonna be in the ATL. So y'all show me some love. Aubrey, your boy, coming to town once again. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, hit quite a few people up, you know. But yeah, let this be a lesson. I understand y'all talking this stuff about, you know, your worth. As if that's a proven, he don't don't do undercards. He do all-star lineups. Okay? That's what Turkey was trying to do. Turkey didn't want that fight. That's why Turkey didn't bid on the fight, because he didn't want the fight. And once again, what was the reason for anybody else to bid on the fight? It was going in. Okay, listen, hear me out. What was the use for DAZN? What was the use for Matchroom or PBC or Golden Boy to bid on that fight, when in all likelihood it was going to be on DAZN anyway? It's not like they had another network to take it to. So what would have been the use? Who did Keyshawn think was going to, once again, who did Keyshawn think was going to bid on that fight? Like who? What, he got a mysterious phone call from somebody? I wouldn't be surprised if Keyshawn pulls that shit. See, what happened was, I got a mysterious phone call from somebody, and they said, hey, don't take, because like I said, hey, it's best, hey, y'all tell Keyshawn it's just best, don't even try to get on the internet and try to explain what happened, because you made a fool of yourself. You played yourself big time. You got to understand. Well, Turkey did listen. Y'all keep forgetting. I'll be talking to people. Listen, Turkey wasn't picking up that fight. Turkey wasn't picking up that fight. It was already, no, what I'm trying to tell you, it was already established. It was already set in stone. A deal was already worked out. With Keyshawn Davis. And unfortunately, he got treated like Keyshawn Johnson. We all knew that Turkey wouldn't go. We all do. What, he thought Dana White was gonna come out of nowhere? I wouldn't be surprised if I ain't gonna do that. That's speculation. I ain't gonna do that. I would be surprised if he got a call from somebody that he close with and said, Dana go pick up the fight. So don't accept it. Like, bro, you went from $3 million to guaranteed $3 million to like $2 million. Like, bro, how could you, like, for real? Like, what was you thinking? What, like Keyshawn, what was you thinking, bro? You ain't done enough in your career. Like I said, I can make an argument that and listen, y'all know me. I love to hear about brothers getting paid, but you can make an argument that Keyshawn don't even deserve the $3 billion he was originally set to get, and they basically proved to him that he wasn't worth $3 million. The $12 million was an offer that they threw out there, so they was trying to get Keyshawn paid. Not a smart businessman. He said he the businessman, but he didn't do smart business. I would have took that $3 million. One of my subs said for $3 million he'd get in the ring with Devin. He said he could make 147. So I'm pretty sure Keyshawn, if he decides to accept the fight, which he should, I don't see why he wouldn't accept the fight. So should Keyshawn accept the fight, in all likelihood, y'all, the fight is going to take place October 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia, at the State Farm Arena. It'll be dope if it'll be at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but it's gonna be at the State Farm Arena. And you know the funny thing is, I had looked a while ago, and I saw that date was open too. That October 3rd was open. But yeah, the ATL gonna be rocking. This is gonna be rocking. So, you know, it's gonna be rocking. I'm gonna check and see who all gonna be on deck and shit. But if y'all can make it out there, let's get it. But once again, you know, this got to be a lesson to certain people. Listen, I'm all for the brothers getting paid. I'm all for brothers getting paid if you can prove your worth. But listen, Keyshawn ain't did enough in his career to where he can sit up here like having the type of demands that he wants to be accommodated for. Like I said, dude, you lucky that you getting the $2 million. And you lucky that Teofimo didn't win the purse bid, because you would have got a couple of hundred, like, bro. So, but I think Teofimo was trolling. I don't think he was. I just think he was Teofimo being Teofimo. Yeah, Keyshawn went out like a goofy. He really played himself. And like I said, I know he's somewhere punching the wall because he backed into a corner now. He backed into a corner now. He has to take this fight. It's like that Kevin Costner movie he made a while back called No Way. It's no way out. You got to take the fight now, bro. You got to take the fight. There's no way you can get out of this. And like I said, I would put stipulations in that contract. Keyshawn got to make weight. He got to make weight. And and I'm serious, y'all. Y'all go to Bill Haney's Instagram, and I'm gonna tell Bill. I'm gonna talk to Bill probably later on. I'm gonna probably talk to Bill, if not tonight, probably tomorrow. I'll definitely probably see him tomorrow, because Bill is gonna be in Las Vegas. In all likelihood, you guys, Keyshawn probably gonna accept the offer, and then they're gonna have an announcement probably Saturday. He has no choice. But for real, y'all, for real, I would put in the contract that Keyshawn got to give me a $1 million deposit, security deposit, that he make weight. $1 million security deposit, you know, and once again, you get it back. I would wire it to you the moment you make weight. You know, I'd give it right back to you. Either I have a check for you, or, you know what I'm saying, I'll wire it to you, wire transfer it to you, long as you make weight. Because like I said, yeah, we could get a fight announcement, but then what's the guarantee that Keyshawn is going to honor the contract and make weight? He's done it before, and he's on, you know, he's on video saying it's not his job to make weight. That don't make no sense. That is your damn job to make weight, because ain't you fighting at a weight class? So how in the fuck it isn't your job to make weight? I'm telling you now, this Devin Haney that you gonna see, Devin on a mission. And Devin got a chip on his shoulder. But he got that good chip on his shoulder to where he gonna be focused. I keep telling y'all, Keyshawn has shown to be mentally weak. But let's see. Let's see what happens, you guys. Well, that's what happens. Well, Keyshawn has displayed unprofessionalism before, don't you remember? Pop dirty for marijuana. Hasn't made weight a couple of times. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is with him. That's why I'm saying that Keyshawn, if this was asked to him, it would be fair. Because we want to make sure that the people in ATL don't get disappointed that we get a fight. That Keyshawn don't find a way to back out of this fight. Or November. I would rather this fight be in November, but you know. But if it's October, then it's October. So I'm gonna try to get Devin on here. I'm gonna try to get Bill. In all likelihood, Bill will be on here tomorrow or Saturday, and we'll put something together. But stay tuned, you guys.